Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Talk Forward to Me. I had a brief intermission. I was having troubles, but I am back. And welcome back to Talk Horror to Me. I'm your host, Brooke, and today I'm going to be talking about the horror movie that honestly surprised me. Now, if you've been watching my reviews, you already know something about me. I'm not the biggest fan of found footage horror movies, but there are some that I really enjoy, like Milk and Cereal, The Paranormal Activities. But I'm not like a huge fan of found footage. There's a few that have grasped my attention, but not much. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Sometimes the camera is shaky, long pauses, and the someone just happens to be filming everything style can take me out of the story. That's how it is. But every once in a while, a found footage comes along and that actually uses the style correctly. And today's movie is one of those exceptions. It's called The Taken of Deborah Logan, and I rated it at 8.9 out of 10. I have to say this movie was much better than I expected. It took a concept that we have seen before, like possession, dementia, losing control of yourself, and mix those ideas together in a way that was disturbing, emotional, and genuinely creepy. So let's talk about why this movie worked for me. Warning: this review does contain spoilers, but before I get into my review, I want to show you all the trailer for The Taking of Deborah Logan, and here it is.
73 Apple, take one, Mark.
The story of Alzheimer's is never about one person. My PhD I'm gonna start again.
You want to keep the house? You need to sacrifice.
You talk to me about sacrifice?
Hey. Hi.
Ah! They want to make them.
People live and document our subjects' physical and mental degradation over the course of 2 one-month periods.
We're gonna have fun, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm not interested in being exploited.
Sarah mentioned that Deb's been sleepwalking pretty bad, so let's set up surveillance cams.
Ma?
Deb! Oh, you really gave us all quite a fright with your late-night gardening.
This is not normal sleepwalking. You should come see this. It's not good, Doc. Do you remember a man named Henri Desjardins? Went missing 30 years ago.
I tried to wash you in the river, you know.
How lot you become.
That woman is crazy.
The notion of spiritual parasites does exist.
Okay. She's gonna die.
So this movie in my opinion was creepy as fuck, extremely creepy. So the story, The Taken of Deborah Logan follows Mia Minda, a graduate student who is working on a documentary about Alzheimer's disease. She's chosen Deborah Logan as her subject, and Deborah is an elderly woman who has recently been diagnosed by Alzheimer's. Her daughter, Sarah, is struggling to care for her while also keeping their family home. At first, the documentary seems like it's going to be a family dealing with the heartbreaking illness. And honestly, that part of the movie is what makes it work. Because before the horror begins, we actually get to know Deborah. We see her personally, her struggles, all of that. But slowly it changes. Uh, Jill Larson's performance as Deborah Logan was incredible. She completely carried this movie. I honestly, it took me about 7 tries to actually watch this film because in the beginning it was just like, man, boring, boring, boring. And then I actually sat down and watched it. It was boring again. And I was just like, so the final time I actually watched it, and it wasn't that bad. It was a lot of jump scares and creepiness, but it wasn't a terrible found footage movie. I just don't like the shaking of the camera. It kind of it makes me dizzy. The shaking of the camera, the people running, the people yelling. It's just mostly the shaking of the camera that gets me. Like, I don't want to watch it, But when things start changing in the movie, you see Deborah start acting differently. She becomes aggressive. She becomes really scary. And the ending, though, if you watch this movie, that ending was the creepiest part of this entire movie. I was like, what the F is going on? That ending, creepy, 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 creepy. Very creepy. And like I said, there's a lot of jump scares in the movie. The supernatural twist in the movie is the condition that she may have is not just simply not simply Alzheimer's, but it could be hey, I finally got my stick to come up here. Come here, boo. Simply Alzheimer's. It just may be a paranormal thing that's going on as well, like supernatural. I'm trying to get my car line up here. Let me bring her up here real quick. Come up here. I will always interrupt my show to pick up my dog. Always. She's important to me. But anyway, so the movie was decent. And there were several scary moments that stuck with me. Like I said, her behavior shifts, the way she moves, the jump scares, the ending is what really got me. And I know that everyone knows that ending from anywhere. Anytime anybody watches this movie, they're like, oh, the ending. I have no clue what she was doing. Like, did she eat the head? Or I have no clue what she was doing. This movie is just wild. It's just wild. You have to watch it. So it is streaming on Tubi for free with ads. And the reason why I gave this movie an 8 out of 9 instead of a 10 is because I wanted a little more. Like, if you've been watching my podcast reviews, you know that I like a backstory on stuff of why that's happening, what it is, a little bit more in depth on who the supernatural entity is. If it's a demon, if it's devil, etc., So the overall final thoughts of The Taking of Deborah is one of the better found footage movies I've watched. And this is a lot because, like I said earlier, found footage is not usually my favorite style, but this movie definitely made it work. So what did you all think about the movie? What did you all think about Deborah's transformation? Let me know in the comment section. And what would you rate this movie if you didn't rate it an 8.9 out like I did? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Talk Horror to Me, and turn on the notifications so you'll never miss another horror movie review. Thank you so much for watching Talk Horror to Me, and see you next time for the next movie review. Bye.